Yo, week 10 in the books, fellas. Week 10 in the books. So that means it's only 3 more weeks left. 3 more weeks to pay your dues. DraftKings situation, that's over with. Forget about that. Just bring the cash through, or don't. However you do. We already know the payout. That's if everybody turning their bread. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into the scoreboard this week. No 300 club members, 200 club members. Ironically, they were all in 2 matchups. First matchup, Tampa Bay Canes against myself, the Wiganackles. Unfortunately, they pulled it off, 231.8 to 217.2. More on that later. And then we had the number 1 versus number 2, Team Johnson, against the Bill Cosby Sleepers. Once again, the Bill Cosby Sleepers pulled it off in the game of the week, 237.1 to 219. So that's the game of the week. No Alexander the Conqueror, no agony of defeat this week. I believe that record is going to stand for the whole year for Team Kush and Bill Cosby Sleepers. Highest point total of the week, 3rd week straight. Something's got to be done about this. Bill Cosby Sleepers 237.1, as I mentioned before. Keith Sweat Award this week. Had a couple close games. Team Kush, I'm Unconquered. That's an honorable mention there. But I'm gonna give it to Team Orr. Team Orr got the win to bring him to 4-7. He went into Monday night 141.2 to he was up 141.2 to 127.8. He had 1 player versus 2 players to play. He had Nugent, the old vet kicker, and he was going up against Vincent Ray and Andy Dalton. You expect Andy Dalton to go ahead and bring it home for the C-Dub Hitman, but he wasn't quite able to do that. He only put up 11 points. Vincent Ray only gave him 5. So the old vet Nugent was able to hold off C-Dub Hitman by only putting up 7 points, giving Team Orr the win, once again sending him to 4-6, keeping his playoff hopes alive, and sending Hitman to a safe 5-4. Looking forward to a playoff berth. So congratulations, Team Orr, for the Keith Sweat Award. Most impressive win. It really was only one clear-cut winner. Honorable mention, Bill Cosby Sleepers once again. They took out the number 2 team, won the battle for first place to hold on to first place. But the most impressive win is following the same theme as last week, is going to go to the Tampa Bay Canes. They got the win without much of a team. They was only projected to get 136 points. And they was facing the possibility of a 2-7 record, virtually eliminating themselves from the playoffs. But they was fueled by a BS 80-yard run by Charkandrick West for the touchdown, and double digits from pretty much all positions. Proving once again, any given Sunday you can be on the bottom, and then next week you can score 231.8 points and pull out the victory. So most impressive win, Tampa Bay Canes. Congratulations on that. That's gonna do it for the awards. Power rankings, holding in there at number 6 despite the L. Wiganackles. Team Hallbrook jumping 3 places with the 5-5 record to number 5. Prime Time continuing his slide on down from the number 1 spot to the number 4 spot. One place. God's Work jumping up there 2 spots. Lil G to number 3. Team Johnson holding in there at number 2 despite the L to the number 1 team, Bill Cosby Sleepers. 2nd week straight. The team everybody loves to hate. So, top 5 starts and moves of the week. This is pretty clear cut. There wasn't really a lot of impressive moves made, but Adrian Peterson, 42.6 points at number 5. Kirk Cousins, 43 points at number 4. Joe Flacco, he edged him out a little bit with 43.7 points at number 3. Jeremy Langford, continuing his onslaught, 2 weeks straight. At number 2 with 47.2 points, and Antonio Brown, best player in the league, 2 weeks straight, with 47.9 points. There was a theme there if you caught it. Not top 5. Larry Donnell gave you nothing. Landry Jones, I'm pretty sure you want him to give you more than 3 points and not get hurt. Antonio Andrews, 0.8 points. Not even sure who that is. John Brown. John Brown didn't give me anything. Give you anything, I'm sorry. And Charles Johnson, once again, giving you nothing. So that's your not top 5. So that's going to pretty much do it for week 10 is in the books. We're going to go ahead and look at the playoff picture as it stands right now. Wild card in the top half of the bracket, Cross 60 going against Concord. So those 2 teams are in the playoffs and getting the buys in the top half is the number 2 team, Team Johnson, Wigan Echoes at number 6, and Gosworth Lil G at number 3. The bottom half of the bracket wild card game would be Team Johnson against Team Team Kush against Team Hallbrook. Getting the bottom half wild card game, and the buys would be number 1 team the number 1 team Bill Cosby Sleepers, C-Dub Hitman, and Prime Time getting the buys as well. On the outside looking in, number 15 team Underground Outcast. He's not out of it, but he's pretty much close to it. Team Lynn at number 14. They're not all the way out of it. None of these teams here are all the way out of it. King KKK, King Keith Kong, and the number 12 team Tampa Bay Canes, and the team closest to the outside looking in would be Team Orr at number 11, at the number 11 seed. He's hoping for an L somewhere up the ladder. So that's your playoff picture for the week. Looking forward to next week, week 11. Out of all the matchups, game of the week, I believe would be Cross 60 versus Team Hallbrook. Sorry, one of those teams has to lose, and it's going to be a bad loss because it might put you in a situation to where you are out of the playoffs. So good luck to both of those teams. Once again, this is the Week 10 Garage Report, and I'm your boy Jay Wig, and I'm out. Peace.